Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. On Monday, Russia launched 2 ballistic missiles to target the Ukrainian city of Kryvyi Rih. At least 4 people were killed and 53 were injured in the attacks. The head of the city's defense council said, quote, "There are 53 wounded, including 3 children. 3 of the wounded are in serious condition. One is in a very serious condition in the hospital. As of now, 4 people have died, 2 men and a family, a mother and a 10-year-old girl," end quote. All of the rubble has not been cleared, so numbers of injuries and deaths could rise. In Pakistan, at least 54 people died at a political convention after a suicide bomber attacked the event on Sunday. The convention was organized by an Islamist party in northwestern Pakistan. More than 100 were injured, 17 in critical condition, according to the local general of police. 12 of those injured were under the age of 12. Local police said the attacker detonated explosives near the convention stage, but investigations are still underway. There has been no claim of responsibility for the attack, but the local branch of ISIS has previously targeted this group of Islamist party leaders. According to new studies from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, many people in Massachusetts and in the U.S. may be living with a meat allergy triggered by tick bites. The first study estimated as many as 110,000 Americans developed the allergy to red meat between 2010 to 2022 because of alpha-gal syndrome. The syndrome occurs when an infected person eats beef, pork, venison, or other meat from mammals or ingests milk, gelatin, or other mammal products. It's not caused by a germ, but by a sugar called alpha-gal that is in a meat from mammals and in tick saliva. When the sugar enters the body through the skin, it triggers an immune response and can lead to a severe allergic reaction. CDC officials urged anyone who thinks they might be infected to see a doctor or allergist. The CDC is warning of a salmonella outbreak linked to ground beef that has resulted in at least 6 hospitalizations across 4 states, including Massachusetts. In a notice, the agency reported illness in 16 people across Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, 6 of whom had been hospitalized. There have been no deaths associated with the outbreak thus far, but the CDC warned that the true number of sick people is likely much higher than those currently known. While investigators are still working to narrow down the primary source of the outbreak, ground beef was the only common food reported by those who became sick. A timeline provided by the CDC notes that illnesses associated with this rash of salmonella occurred between the dates of April 27th to June 16th, 2023. No recalls have been issued yet as the CDC continues to investigate. The Ford Motor Company is recalling more than 870,000 F-150 pickup trucks in the U.S. The recall is because the electric parking brakes can turn on unexpectedly and covers certain trucks between 2021 to 2023 model years with single exhaust systems. Ford says that a rear wiring bundle can come in contact with the rear axle housing. This can scrape the wiring and cause a short circuit, which turns on the parking brake without action from the driver and increases the risk of a crash. Drivers may see a parking brake warning light and a warning message on the dashboard. The company says it doesn't know of any crashes or injuries caused by this problem. Owners will be notified by letter starting September 11th. Ford urges that any owner with questions to call customer service at 866-436-7332. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Do you know your teenager's brain is more likely to get addicted to nicotine than yours? the tobacco and vaping industries do. They target teens with their products and try to cover up the fact that there's nicotine in them. Talk with your kids about the real dangers of vaping.
Welcome back. Here's more news in the town of Braintree. Braintree officially has a new chief of police. Mayor Charles Kokoris announced that Deputy Police Chief for Operations Timothy Cahoon will be the next chief of Braintree Police Department. Cahoon, a 27-year veteran of the department, started his career as a patrol officer and has held leadership positions in patrol, special operations, Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and administration. He has expertise in critical incident command, tactical training, community-centric policing, and complex investigations. Cahoon takes over command of the 89-officer department from Mark Dubois, who has been the town's police chief for nearly 4 years. The appointment is subject to town council approval. Braintree has taken the first step toward forming a 3-town veteran services district with Avon and Holbrook. The Braintree Town Council has authorized Mayor Charles Kokoris to send a letter to the State Executive Office of Veterans Affairs seeking permission to form the district. The two communities would pay a share of the cost of the combined office. Kokoris said that if approved by the state, the combination would still need final approval by the Braintree Town Council. Vincent Fontaine, Braintree's Veteran Services Officer, told the council that the combination would allow his office to increase staffings and help their neighboring towns. Under state law, each city and town is required to have an officer who helps veterans and their dependents receive the benefits and services available to them. Historic New England, in partnership with the Thayer Public Library and the Braintree Parks and Recs Department, introduced a new 4-week program for kids called Arts in the Parks. The 4th and final event in the series, Sometimes People March, will start at 10 a.m. on August 14th at Sunset Lake, where kids will have story time followed by crafts and a story walk. If it rains, the program will move to the children's room at the Thayer Public Library. Those looking to recycle mattresses or box springs are now required to call Capital Waste before pickup. Due to post-COVID safety and new state disposal requirements, residents must bag the mattress they are throwing away. Bagging is to ensure more sanitary handling and protecting mattresses from foul weather issues. Braintree residents are entitled to a discounted bag cost of $5 per bag, and bags are available in queen and king sizes. For those hoping to purchase a mattress sanitary bag, you can buy them at the Braintree Town Hall Treasurer's Office, Water and Sewer Offices, 85 Quincy Ave, and Richmond Hardware. Always check with the store you purchased your mattresses and appliances from for free disposal options. For any questions about mattress recycling, head to braintreema.gov/recycling. The Nelson Chin Summer Concert Series at Sunset Lake are in full swing. The concert series are sponsored by Mayor Charles Kokoris and the Braintree Electric Light Department. Every Tuesday until August 8th, a new band will be featured at the gazebo on Sunset Lake starting at 6 p.m. Curra's Fancy, Studio 2, Gainesville Road, and Forever Fab already took the stage at the gazebo. Upcoming shows include The Reminiscence on Tuesday, August 1st, and Gina Mark on August 3rd. Reminder for those attending the concert on August 3rd, Gina Mark will have her performance on Smith Beach. BCAM TV will be covering the Nelson Chin Summer Concert Series, so just tune in to our public channels Comcast Channel 9, Verizon Channel 28, or Verizon HD Channel 2128, or catch it all on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Steps to keep yourself and your family safe from ticks and the illnesses they can cause. Use EPA-approved tick repellents on your skin and clothes. Read and follow the directions. Wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot a crawling tick. Check for ticks on yourself, your kids, and your pets anytime you've been outdoors. Some tick bites can make you sick, but finding and removing a tick properly makes it less likely. Call your doctor if you start to feel ill or notice a rash near the bite. Play it safe when you're outdoors.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. The state still doesn't have an approved budget for the new 2024 fiscal year that began on July 1st. The final version of the budgets that the House and Senate debated this spring is expected to come in around $56 billion, and the agreement being finalized will determine the fate of policy issues like free breakfast and lunch for every student in Massachusetts public schools, free community college for students 25 and older, online lottery sales, higher education tuition rates for high school graduates without legal immigration status, and more. The state government began operating under an emergency stopgap spending bill on July 1st. With private negotiations between the House and Senate still dragging on, Governor Maura Healey last week filed a second emergency budget to fund roughly another month of government payrolls and operations. It's official, Cape Cod is one of the world's largest hotspots for great white sharks. According to new research from the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, UMass Dartmouth, and the Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries, it's been determined that about 800 white sharks paid a visit to Cape waters between 2015 to 2018. The study shows that the shark population peaks on Cape Cod around late summer and into early fall when ocean temperatures are the warmest. The researchers identified 393 individual white sharks from almost 3,000 videos during 137 research trips conducted off Cape Cod's beaches. Experts say these findings make it clear that shark safety and education programs are important for the public. Trader Joe's has issued a recall for its Trader Joe's fully cooked falafel, citing the possible presence of rocks. Falafel products included in the recall were sold in Massachusetts. Last week, Trader Joe's warned consumers of a similar recall concerning two of its cookie products, the Trader Joe's Almond Windmill Cookies and Dark Chocolate Chunk and Almond Cookies. These also reportedly contained rocks. According to a notice by the company, affected cookie packages have sell dates of October 2nd, 2023, October 19th, 2023, and October 21st, 2023. All recalled products should not be consumed and any should be disposed of. They can also be returned for a full refund. Recently published data by the analytics company Visual Capitalist lists 100 of the safest places to live in America, and the town of Marshfield landed as the 4th safest community in the country based on FBI and U.S. Census Bureau data. The report looks at towns and cities with populations of 25,000 or more and is based on total index crimes reported in each city. Marshfield is not the only Massachusetts community making the list, as the state accounts for more than a quarter of the 100 places. Of those, 18 are in the top 50. Marshfield joins Milton, which ranks 13th, as the only two South Shore towns on the list. Most of the other locations are in the greater Boston area. Marshfield has been in the top 100 for at least a decade and has seen its rankings rise each year, going from 79th in 2014 to its current spot in the top 5. There will be 2 supermoons above Massachusetts in August, including a blue moon. Supermoons are full moons that appear to be bigger and brighter as they buzz Earth in their elliptical orbit. The first moon is the full sturgeon, which will appear on Tuesday, August 1st, as long as skies remain clear. The month's second full moon will appear on August 30th, and it's called the blue moon. At 222,000 miles from Earth, it will be the closest, biggest, and brightest full moon of 2023, and the second of 4 consecutive supermoons. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Attention! Attention!
What's going on?
It's summer reading time!
Woohoo!
Build it.
Create it.
Unleash it. Express it.
Free it.
Find your voice this summer at your library with reading programs for children, teens, and adults.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now we have some entertainment news and movie recommendations for you to watch. Lisa Kudrow, best known as Phoebe from Friends, celebrated her 60th birthday on Sunday, July 30th. The actress was celebrated by many of her former co-stars, including Jennifer Aniston, who took to Instagram and wrote, quote, "One of the most talented comedians, actors I've had the great honor to work with for all these glorious years and more to come. Happy Lisa's birthday," end quote. Now, first in movies is Talk to Me, which focuses on a group of friends who have just discovered how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand and become hooked on the new thrill, until one of them goes too far and unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. The film is directed by Danny and Michael Filippo and stars Sophia Wilde. You can watch Talk to Me now only in theaters. Next up in entertainment, The Beanie Bubble tells the unbelievable tale of one of America's most fascinating phenomena, Beanie Babies. Flashing back to the 90s and early 2000s, the film gives an in-depth look at how the era-defining trend came to be. The film stars Zach Galifianakis and Elizabeth Banks. You can watch The Beanie Bubble now on Apple TV. And finally, in entertainment, Haunted Mansion focuses on a single mom named Gabby, who hires a tour guide, a psychic, a priest, and a historian to help exorcise her newly bought mansion after discovering it is inhabited by ghosts. The film stars Rosario Dawson and Jared Leto. You can watch Haunted Mansion now only in theaters. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.